These are my 3 top decluttering secrets that I use to declutter my whole home. I'm a mum to 4 children and a dog, and I'm on a mission to make my home more minimal so it's less stressful. I got less to clean, I got less to tidy up, I got less to put away, I got less to organise, and I also needed to stop the spending habits that I was falling into. I wanted to save the money to go on holiday and do more experiences with my kids instead of buying more stuff. So I'm going to be sharing with you my top 3 secrets. These are really simple to do, and let's get stuck straight into this video. My first tip is to declutter in categories, and what I mean by that is instead of standing in a room and not knowing where to start, because honestly I've been there in the past, start your decluttering with a category of things instead. For instance, you can start with decluttering your clothes, but then if you've got children or other people that live with you as well, you can go around to the different rooms in your home and declutter the clothes that are in different rooms as well, so you don't have to stick to that one room. Also, you could declutter decor items in your home, and this is what I've done. So go around from room to room, decluttering photo frames, candles, any decor, any ornaments, anything on the walls. Go around in each room of your home and get rid of the decor items. You could do this with books as well. So if you want to get rid of some books, don't just limit that to one room in your home. Go around all the rooms in your home and get rid of any books that you want to get rid of in your home. I did this with my kids' toys. I didn't just limit myself to the toy room that we've got, which is downstairs. I also went up to my little girl's bedroom. I went into my son's bedroom, who's 15 now, and I had a look in all the bedrooms for any toys or board games in those bedrooms. I find decluttering is so much more manageable like this because you're only focusing on one type of thing. So your brain's not having to overthink things. And honestly, this is the way that I declutter my home now because it just helps me to focus and it stops the decision fatigue as well, because I'm only having to decide to get rid of one category of thing. And if you're interested, I will link my decluttering challenge playlist in my description box where I go around each room in my home and I'll get rid of things in categories in small chunks of time. Moving on from my last thing that I said, and that is to declutter in small chunks of time. So this could be 5 to 10 minutes at a time. It all depends on how much time you've got really. And this is how I've been decluttering my home. Sometimes I'll feel really tired in the evening, but then have that little bit of motivation to declutter something that I'm just looking at thinking, I just want to get rid of that thing, or I want to declutter that box because it's driving me crazy. You don't have to have an enormous amount of energy to get declutter in your home because you can do this while you're tired. You can grab a box, which is something that I did recently. I grabbed a box in my games room, which we've got TV in, and I decluttered that box and I was watching telly at the same time. You can listen to music, you can make this fun, so you don't need an enormous amount of time, like I said. Have a little listen to your body. You can work on decluttering for more time on that thing. But what I do find is if I set myself a 5 to 10 minute decluttering challenge, once I get stuck into it, I will want to declutter for longer. Sometimes it's the getting started, which is the hard part. So if you just say to yourself, I'm going to declutter that drawer and I'm going to do it for 5 minutes, then, you know, if you want to stop after 5 minutes, then that is completely up to you. But sometimes you might feel like doing longer than that and you might want to go on and declutter a shelf or declutter a cupboard. You know, it is all getting started at the end of the day. That's the hard part. I do recommend decluttering on a daily basis if you can, in small chunks of time. And this is how I've decluttered my home. So you don't have to have a whole day to declutter. You can do this in the evening instead of watching TV, or you can do it in the morning if you've got a little bit of spare time and just get something decluttered. By doing this every day, you're going to reduce the energy levels that you use because you're only doing this in small amounts of time. You're also going to radically reduce the inventory in your home as well, because it is surprising how much you can get rid of in a short amount of time. Honestly, I've been there, so I know exactly the benefits of this. And my last tip is to grab baskets or boxes to chuck things into when you're getting rid of them. And the way I like to declutter is to have a box for donation. And donating could mean giving it to a friend, giving it to a school, giving it to a charity. And then have a box for selling. So if you want to sell things on, I do a lot of reselling. So I sell on Vinted and also Facebook Marketplace. I would have a box for selling as well. You could do this at car boot sales, or you could do like a tabletop sale, or you could do this online as well. There are plenty of places to sell online. Also have a box for bin, because it's surprising what you'll come across. You'll probably come across quite a bit of rubbish. And then have a box for maybe. And what I mean by a box for maybe is have a box where you put things into if you're not sure if you want to get rid of them or not. Because it stops me from spending ages trying to decide whether to get rid of something. I'll just chuck it into the maybe box, and then I can move on and carry on with my decluttering, and I can go to that maybe box a little bit later on. And if you're not sure if you're going to use those things in the future, what you can do is put like a time limit on this and put it away somewhere out of your way. And if you don't go to those things in 6 months, then maybe have a think about getting rid of them. This has worked wonders for me. Honestly, if I'm decluttering my clothes, I can put things into the maybe box and then try them on a little bit later on. And the amount of things that I've got rid of because I've put them in the maybe pile is insane, because I've tried things on, and most things I've tried on I've not liked. Chances are, if you're thinking of putting something into the maybe box, you're probably going to get rid of it anyway. I hope you enjoyed these tips. Give this video a like if you like it. I'm quite a small channel and I'm trying to build up my watch hours. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you in my next decluttering video. Bye.